everybody, and you are actually watching my first ever playthrough of Mob of the Dead. This was when it first came out, maybe like an hour after the DLC dropped. I didn't read anything, I didn't watch anything, I just hopped into the game and did what I could. And I cut off the first few rounds just because I think it was like a 15-minute video or something, and we don't need no 15-minute video, not unless it's a live commentary. And yeah, I didn't get very far. I derped a lot. I made a lot of mistakes. I died super fast on a super low round. So you guys are actually forbidden from making fun of me because this was my first playthrough, okay? I was by myself. I wasn't with anybody else, and I hadn't read anything. So you're not allowed to make fun of me. It is a rule. Okay. And now we got that settled. What I wanted to talk about today was zombie games. Because obviously you guys know that Dead Island Riptide came out recently, and I've been watching a lot of different playthroughs of it. I watched Sark and APL play through it. I watched a few different people, and it looks boring as crap. Like, boring as crap. It looks so boring. It looks poopy. Just like poopy boring. It's like a C action movie flick with zombies. Like, press A over and over again to stab somebody. Boom, they're dead. Yay. It just looks really boring. The zombies aren't an actual threat. And I know that the zombies get harder towards the end of the game or further into the game or whatever. But at the beginning, you can be standing in like the middle of 20 zombies all slapping your butt. And you won't die. They're not a threat. And this just got me thinking, this game in particular got me thinking about all of the ways that different companies have been approaching the zombie game, the zombie genre, or whatever the hell it's called. And I just thought, stop making zombie games. Please. You guys don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. You're ruining zombies. You're making zombies like freaking pixie dust or something. You're fighting a horde of pixie dust. They don't do anything. They just stand there and go, rah, 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 rah. That's all that they do in all of these games that have come out. Another prime example of this is the Walking Dead game. I'm not talking about the first one. I'm talking about that first person one where you're Daryl or whatever. Those zombies are dumb. If you stand like on a car, they don't know how to attack you. You can be in the middle of 20 zombies and you won't die. It is physically impossible to die unless you are a complete idiot. And I'm sorry if any of you have died. I apologize. I'm not calling you an idiot, I swear. But I haven't played the game. This is just from me watching it. And they were just like standing in a big group of like 20 zombies, and they were just stabbing them over and over again. And it was like a stab animation that you couldn't stop. The man was just stabbing them and stabbing them and stabbing them, and he didn't die. And I was like, what kind of zombies are these where you're surrounded by 20 of them, 30 of them, and you don't die? They're like all on top of you, and you're not dead. What is this? So that's two examples of terrible ass zombie games done completely wrong. So it got me thinking back to the #1 best zombie game of all time, which is Resident Evil before it turned into an action freaking crappy crap. And I was thinking about why Resident Evil did zombies so well. And something that we came to the conclusion of is that the zombies were always a threat. It was always a threat. You were always underpowered in that game. It was always a very possible, likely thing where you could just run out of ammo and just have your knife. And knifing zombies in Resident Evil was no joke. It was very hard to do. And yeah, it was just very, very, very small amounts of the game where you actually felt like I can go in this room and whatever is there I can deal with. It was such a rare thing that happened. So that's what I personally think made those zombies in that game so good, because even just one zombie, if you were out of ammo and you just have your knife, it was a threat. You could die to that one zombie, and if there was like 3, oh lord, you're dead. You are dead. You are not getting out of there unless you have like a machine gun, which you find ammo for maybe once every 5 hours or something like that. So I think that that is the way to go when it comes to making a zombie game. You have to make sure that the zombies in the game are a threat. They're not just like a little bug that you're like, pew, goodbye, pew, ooh, goodbye. No, they have to be a threat that you will die. You remember in Resident Evil, every time you would open the door and it's like, and you'd be like, oh, I don't know what's on the other side. And then you open the door and it's like 2 zombies in your face and you freaking die. Or you just have to run out of the door straight away because you can't fight 2 zombies that close with a pistol in Resident Evil. It's just not possible. So my personal opinion, if you are not going to make zombies a threat in your game from the very beginning, I don't care how difficult your zombies get 9 hours into the game, they have to be a threat from the very first second that you are in the game. If you're not going to make your zombie game like that, don't bother making it at all. Just don't bother, because I'm not interested. It's boring. Just because you have zombies in your game and you're latching onto this whole obsession with zombies doesn't mean I'm gonna buy your boring ass zombie game. So let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think is important for an awesome zombie game. I'll speak to you later. Bye!